morning, Miss Cynthia and all of my friends. How are you today? Good. I'm Tanniya, Tanniya. I want to say thank you so much for you all who already watched me from my previous video until this video as my final project. In my final project, I am going to talk about offline class or online class. I chose this topic because it appropriates with our situation for pandemic, and it is to inform you how important the offline class. Well, before 2020, we studied in the school together. But because in this pandemic, we should study from home and do the online class. From survey, there are 54% of the school that apply for the online class, and all of students very enjoyed it because it is easier. But both of this method have a positive and negative. What are they? Do you know? Well, we will discuss in this section, and this topic will be in 3 parts. The first is how about the offline class, the second is how about the online class, and the last is why the offline class is more important. So the first is how about the offline class? Offline class is a learning process where we can meet directly with our friends, our teacher, and do some exercises together, do some discussion together without need any media such as laptop or handphone. And automatically, we don't need to buy internet quota. It looks simply, but it makes us less knowledge about technology. When we do the offline class, we can hear our teacher directly when she explains the material to us, and it makes us more understand about the material. My teacher also can make sure that the student already understand or not with the material by look the expression of the student. In fact, a lot of teachers and students can communicate and interact directly in learning activities, and also we can put our focus on when we study in the classroom. Another fact is when teacher is teaching in the classroom and she wants to give some exercises to all of students, she can make sure there's no one of students cheating in the classroom, and she can supervise all of students directly. From this, we can see the honesty that there's no one student searching on Google or ask your friends. We can also make sure the teacher is going to teach us today or not by visit her to her office without text her before. Okay, let us move to how about the online class? Well, online class is a learning process that uses some media as a tool. In the learning process, we usually use the Zoom and Google Meet application on laptop or handphone as a media for learning process. Do you know, there are a lot of students who is happy with this method because online class is more easier than offline class. In the online class, the student can study from home or everywhere as long as the place is comfortable. And of course, this method teaches us to increase our knowledge about technology, even though there are a lot of bad impacts that caused by online class. Anyone know the impact of the online class? The first is the teacher is difficult to control all of students who are serious or not about taking lessons. And then, the lesson is going to dominate in a theory learning. Do you know, in fact, the online class make us to have less of friends and also lack of social skills, and make us don't have a spirit of competition. When we do the online class, we cannot hear our teacher directly when she explain the lessons to us, and it make us don't understand about the material. It also influenced by the signal. If we have a bad connection, we cannot do the online class as well because we cannot hear our teacher explanation clearly, and it makes us automatically leave from the room. We are also difficult if we want to do presentation because the signal, and it will take a long time for do the online class. Okay, I'm going to tell you one story. Based on my experience as a leader in my class, when I take some of my lecture for us, how about the class tomorrow, they don't replay my text and don't give me any information about the class. And until the date, we don't do a virtual meeting. Sometimes on the date, my lecturer just give information for do some exercise without any explanation, and it makes I and my friends don't understand about the material, and it makes some of the students stupid slowly. In the online class also cheating happen often because the teacher cannot supervise all of students directly, and it makes there's no honesty in the class. Okay, now I'd like to end with a summary of the main points. On introduction, why I say that offline class is more important than online class, because in my opinion there are a lot of people that harm by the online class. They should pay for the school, they should pay for the internet, but the learning process is not maximal. Yes, I know. The government already gave some relevance to some of students and families, but not all of them already get it. So we already know how important the offline class for us and for our generation to get a good human resources for our country. Okay, that concludes my talk for today, and if you have any question or you want to discuss something with me, please don't be hesitant to ask me via email, and this is for my email. You can ask me everything about offline class or online class. And I want to say thank you so much for your attention to watch my presentation for today. I hope my presentation can give us more benefit. See you on the next video in the next semester, and have a good day.